Hey guys, today we're going to be doing some bass fishing. I believe it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. I've been busy all morning studying for my exam tomorrow, and I actually shouldn't be fishing right now, but we are. And we're going to be doing a bass fishing challenge / pond hopping. So we're going to keep moving spots, and whoever catches the most fish, I think wins, right?
That's right. And we're gonna be kind of speed fishing. We're gonna be going to 4 spots, 4 ponds, half hour each.
Yep.
What are you using? What are you starting off with, Darcizzle?
So I'm going to be starting off with the top water real quick. The water clarity is super clear at this lake today, so I'm going to go with this top water Livingston lure, BRACELETS it's called.
I think that means you're cheating.
It's got a rattle on it. So I'm going to try this first, and then I'm going to go to a wacky rigged Senko.
One of the big steps. All right, you guys keep on telling me to use chatterbaits. I'm using this chatterbait. It's like a saltwater chatterbait. It's not your traditional chatterbait for bass. It's got a paddle tail. It's a paddle tail chatterbait. And this is a Gambler.
Little easy
paddle tail.
alewife color.
Alewife color. It's a little. I had a bright one on here. It's a little shadowy out, cloudy. So I put on a little bit darker. And let's get fishing.
Yep. Look at all these baits. You see them?
Yeah. All right, the water's pretty clear, but it's full of this grass or this moss, I guess, or whatever it is. Keeps on getting on my chatterbait, and you know, with a chatterbait you can tell if it's not chattering right away. So you really got to be on the surface, or you got to have something weedless in here right now. So I'm going to change to a weedless worm hook with one of my Gambler easy swimmer paddle tails. But I did like how this chatterbait worked. I like the action of it, and you know, you can do different things. I was doing it slow, fast, up on top, down below, jigging it a little bit. So it is a good bait, I'm sure. I have killed it in salt water with this.
Okay, I put down my top water bait. I got a hit my first cast, but didn't connect on the fish. But then I didn't get any more hits. And like Brian said, it's a very cloudy day. So I figured I should switch to a wacky rig, and I don't really do the wacky rig enough, and I know it's very effective and a lot of people swear by it. So what I do need to get is an O-ring that slips over the Senko, and that way you just put your hook through the O-ring and you don't actually rip your Senko, and you can use your Senko after catching 4 or 5 fish on it. So, but I don't have the O-rings yet, so I'm just using I believe this is a 5-inch Senko from Gambler. And Fat Ace, I'm sorry, it's called the Fat Ace, and I believe this is the the pumpkin, green pumpkin color, I believe, with red flakes. So I'm gonna try this out and see how it works.
All right, moving spots. I actually got 1 bite on my Gambler. Darcy got 2 bites on top water, nothing on the Senko.
Yep, I got 2 bites. The bass here don't seem to be biting. There's a ton of bait right here on the bank, by the bank where we're fishing, and but there's no bait. I mean, there's no action. Like, they're not getting blown up on. I don't see any bass going crazy and destroying baits on top water. So we're gonna move, but the bite will probably turn on here in the next 2 hours. But so far the challenge is 0-0.
All right, we are in some HOA down the road from our house. The good thing about Florida,
Spot number 2
is there's lakes and little ponds everywhere. I just looked on Google Maps and saw this place up the street. So this is brand new. We may get kicked out of here, I'm not sure. We're gonna keep it kind of on the down low.
Yeah, so if I hook up onto a fish, I'm gonna try to not be excited. That's hard to do.
Down low. All right, let's go. All right, you know, we're at this new pond, never fished it before. So just, you know, some of the standard procedures for trying to find a fish. You know, first off, I'm throwing a lure, you know, that I can cover some ground with. It's just a simple, you know, Gambler, easy swimmer here with rigged weedless, so I can really throw that fast and cover a lot of ground and really scope out the area. And you know, while I'm here, if I just grab the spot and start looking, I can see we're moving a little bit. Down here, you can see this little tree. It's overhanging, and you know, lizards and worms and all kinds of stuff fall out of that tree. And then there's some more vegetation over here than there was over there. So we're gonna try right here for a little bit. And there's also some sort of fountain or water getting pumped into the middle of the canal of the pond. It's an HOA pond, so there's probably supposed to be a fountain there. But there's some sort of turbulence over there, and there seems to be some sort of fish over there. Darcizzle and I don't know what the heck the fish are. Could just be carp. Right, Sizzle?
Yeah, I guess. It seems to be like, I don't know, it seems to be like multiple fish kind of like on the surface, moving around, almost like they're feeding, but I'm not really sure what they're doing. But I've never seen like a bass do that before. And I threw my lure right into the school of them and kind of spooked them. So probably not bass.
It's kind of like the corralling baits, you know, like you'd see in the ocean with a sailfish or something.
Yeah.
Or any sort of snook or anything. But we're not sure, so we're gonna try this area right here.
Yeah, well, we need to catch a fish.
We haven't caught one fish yet.
Sorry,
We're gonna get kicked out.
Brian's got a fish. I don't have fish. Nice job. How did they have her?
All right, got this little 1 pounder. I was having no luck with other gambles, so I switched to this color. Easy swimmer, and I just threw the bait where I almost got I thought I got a bite before, and it was awesome. I caught this little baby and got a good hook set on him.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch it up. I've been throwing this darker color topwater lure, and since I know Brian just caught a fish on a white Gambler Big Easy, I figured maybe I'm gonna switch this to a lighter color, even though it's lighter on the underbelly. But I'm gonna go with a different color, see if that works.
All right, don't tell Darcy. I'm not sure if she saw. She's behind me. And I'm gonna tell her that I caught 2 fish. She's not gonna believe me. This is a winning fish. All right, I gotta throw it back before she sees me. Two to 0. Let me know when you're on the move. I'm not sure there's any fish here. We can move whenever you like. I'm not sure there's any fish here. Just that little one little baby I caught. What are you throwing? What are you throwing now? Just want to mention that, you know, the front of this Gambler got messed up, and I just snipped it. I don't know. I had the idea to snip it with a pair of pliers, a pair of scissors. Snipped it and trimmed it a little. I'll see if I can get that focus for you. Can you see that? Good. And it's a little shorter. Maybe it doesn't have as much tail action, but it's working. I'm not sure. I think it's going to work fine.
Alright, I'm not having much luck. I've been throwing top waters. I threw a worm. I was having no luck with that. I haven't got any hits at this lake. I feel like there's no fish at this lake, but I'm going to be throwing a spinner now. So I've got this spinner on. I don't know if this is the right color to use for this time of the day, but I'm just going to try it out and see what happens. Okay, I'm having no luck with the spinner. I just tried it for 2 casts. It got covered in muck and crap from the bottom. So I just switched it right away from the spinner bait, and now I'm gonna throw this top water. This is the Bagley baits. This was in our video yesterday, and it was in my inshore saltwater box, but I'm gonna use it for freshwater and see if I can catch a bass.
see, I got 2 bass. I'm just gonna stay right in this area because I don't want to catch any more. Lost them. Yeah. Yeah. Can't do that. Can't do that again. All right. It's getting a little dark. We're going to skip spot number 3. I think we're going to go right to the house. Really Darcy's home turf. And maybe we'll get a peacock. So let's see.
We didn't get kicked out. That's good. No, we get kicked out. Alright. Spot number 3. Getting frustrated. I've thrown dozens of baits. Not catching anything. So hopefully I can change my luck at this 3rd spot. Last spot, and this is the next morning. It got too buggy outside and it got really dark and we were unable to film for our final spot, so we decided to wrap up our fishing challenge today. And we're behind our backyard and we're doing some fishing this morning, and then I got to get back to studying. So the challenge is still 1-0. It's me 0.
I caught another one yesterday. I hid it from you.
What? No, you didn't.
It's on the film.
What the heck? Man, that's not cool. See, like, that's just not cool. You don't do that. I didn't know you didn't catch a second fish, and you guys knew that, so I don't know. Maybe I can beat him this morning and catch 2 fish, but that really sucks. You're mean. Brian's mean. Nice peacock. Woohoo! Do I need a net? Woo! I want to get treble hooks in. Holy crap. Woo! Killing it! Alright, so now I'm getting a little less mad about the fact that Brian caught 2 fish, and I was unaware of that. And I just got a nice peacock this morning. Woohoo! On this little tiny popper. And one of my subscribers also ended up letting me know that he kills it with a topwater popper that has like an orange belly. And this little popper right here actually kind of does. It has like a orange yellow underbelly. And I was just ripping it across the surface. And these peacocks, they can't resist. Can't resist. All right, I have to get my pliers over here really fast. All right, gorgeous fish I just caught on that topwater plug. Pretty cool. This is a little male. You can see the little hump on him, on his, right by his dorsal fin over here. But I'm gonna go ahead and release him. This is probably a solid 2-pounder, but gorgeous fish. I've already seen 2 other fish exploding on the banks. So it looks like they're biting this morning. And I think I'm gonna beat Brian. We got another 15 minutes of fish. Let's release him.
So that's it. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Darcy's got to start studying, and I got to get started on tomorrow's video. But I just want to go over the lures I used, because that's what we're doing today. This is that blue fox thing that Skate Rat asked me to use. I've tried this for a bunch of casts. It's a little shallow in here with a lot of garbage, so this didn't work out too well, but it really looks like it has a great action. Then I put on a top water, because Darcy caught that fish on top water, and I didn't get any bites on that, but of course Darcy had already top watered the whole area out. And then lastly, I was using the same thing. I put on what I was using yesterday, and that's this white gambler, and I caught 2 bass on. And anyway, I got 2 bites, but it didn't land any more fish. So that's my story.
Yeah, I guess Brian's the official winner of the challenge. He wins, I lose. I'm a sore loser, so we're gonna have to do a challenge very soon here in the near future so I can beat him and I can be the winner. But yeah, I was just throwing this like you guys had seen before. You had seen this lure, and I caught that peacock bass on it this morning, so that was awesome. And I was also throwing the other topwater lure I was using at the last spot, which was the black with silver belly topwater tsunami walking popper lure. Anyways, sorry.
That's a lot of names on that
yeah,
lure.
yeah. Anyways, but that didn't catch any fish, so you don't want to buy that anyways. But yeah, the official challenge is over. I got to get to work. He's got to get to work. So we'll be back with another episode tomorrow where we do some real fishing. I think we're going to even do some bass
No, that's the
fishing.
day after tomorrow.
Oh, I'm getting confused.
Because tomorrow's video is not going to be that good.
I'm
I'm
really
not sure what it is yet.
I'm really sorry.
But then she's going to have done with her tests, and then we'd go on real fishing. We may be able to get offshore over the weekend or Friday.
Yeah.
All right.
So as soon as I'm done with this test, we'll be golden. So we'll be back to catching a lot of fish, and hopefully we'll be offshore too. So if you liked this episode, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I hope you learned a thing or two. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We have new videos every single day. I believe this is day number
33.
33 days in a row we've been making videos. So please subscribe, and until our next adventure, follow your dream and keep on catching.